Welcome to Political Science 2813, Introduction to International Relations and Global Studies. This is our second Zoom lecture, and it's basically going to focus on the syllabus. So you already have heard these announcements, but I just wanted to recap on video. First thing is we have different time frames for taking the quiz. So now you have quizzes 1 to 5, for which you have a 1-week extension in each case, right? So instead of finishing the quiz within 1 week, meaning that you start on Monday at 9 a.m. and finish by Sunday night, 11:55 or 59, depending on the quiz. You get 1 more week, so you end the following Sunday at night. So this opportunity is because many students have joined the course late. And have had trouble getting into the course because of various technicalities and didn't have access to the book. Also, it gives you more time to think about the readings and to settle into the semester. So that was the main reason for the extension. The other thing that's going on is we have midterms coming up in week 7. So we were supposed to have a Zoom discussion. And the more I think about Zoom or any kind of live discussion, the more I think it's going to be a chaotic process in which you're going to have many questions and you're not going to be able to ask, or many people will not join, even though it's required, or the timing will be difficult. So because of that, I thought it's best if we just have a discussion thread within Blackboard. So I have posted a question and I'm asking everybody to participate in that. There's points allotted to that. It's 100 points. So instead of the midterm exam being out of 220 points, 100 points will be for the discussion. And 120 points will be for the exam, and there will be fewer questions. The same kind of format will be useful for preparing for the final. So this will be good because the discussion will allow you to articulate ideas that you have learned, to synthesize those ideas, and to share them with a group. And so what happens is, when you get to the discussion page, you're going to see this big sort of announcement kind of a page, and then you have to actually create a thread and then post your response. So the way that the discussion thread works is you won't be able to edit your response once you post it. And so make sure you do all your editing on Word or whatever word editor you're using. And once you're done with that, you save it and then post the final in the discussion thread. Once you've done that, you'll be able to see what other people have posted. So until you do, it will appear as though no one has posted anything. So this is what's happening with the midterm exam preparation section. So this week you will be looking at chapter 3 and next week chapter 4. So the whole midterm exam preparation discussion thread, you can post answers starting this week, and you have to finish by the Sunday of week 6. So that you have 3 weeks to actually attempt to answer these. But before you do, please look at the lectures by Dr. Bayram because they're excellent and they go over theoretical concepts very well. Other than that, look at the book, Mingst and McKibben, and you also have additional readings inside the weekly lesson folders for week 4 and week 5, which have to do with realism, neorealism, constructivism, and other theories. So have a good next 2 weeks. I'm going to check the answers and I'll be grading discussions. So I really look forward to the next 2 weeks and what you have to say. Don't forget that the quiz, even though they have been extended, there are some quizzes that are due tonight. I think it's quiz 1 that's due tonight and quiz 2 that's due next Sunday. So keep in mind that those things are also due. Other than that, quiz 3 will not be due next Sunday, or what is happening is you guys get an extension. So 3 and 4 will be due together. So look for those extensions. Let's see what else is happening. So other than that, we will be reading chapter 6 when we are done with the midterm. So when we come back, we'll be looking at chapter 6. After that, we look at chapter 7, then chapter 9. We're skipping 8 for the time being. Then we go to chapter 10 for human rights and humanitarian law. The syllabus says we'll be looking or watching a movie, Hotel Rwanda, at some point. So for lesson 13, we're going to look at chapter 12. And then we go back to chapter 8 for international political economy, which is lesson 14. And then you all have the basically the section on global income and development. Okay, so that's our last, and right before that is right after that is the final exam preparation week, and then you have the final exams. So I wanted to post something about theoretical stuff in this week, but I don't think it's a good idea because you have a lot of stuff coming up within the weekly folders. As for now, let's say good night, and I'm going to wish you all a good next 2 weeks. And make sure you follow the updated syllabus. And if you have any questions, feel free to post them. Which is the other thing I wanted to let you know is that political science is a critical field in the sense that we don't just spend time learning, we also spend a lot of time critiquing. And without critiquing, you can imagine what would happen to IR. IR would be a field with only realism, because everyone would just agree with realism and say, oh, how great realism is. We don't need anything else. But that's not what happened, right? We have liberalism, we have realism, neoliberalism, constructivism, feminism, and various branches of feminist IR actually. We have post-structuralism, we have the Marxist groups, then you have the postmodern stuff as well. So quite a lot of theoretical schools within IR. So yeah, let's ask questions all the time. So I noticed that the Cyber Cafe section is pretty empty. And I would say that now that you're getting into the theoretical stuff, feel free to ask questions, because the quiz section really it really is testing how well you understood what was in the book. So you're not getting a chance to question what's in the book. So take the time to ask those questions. So in discussion, the upcoming discussion thread that you have, which is going to be preparation for midterms, I'm asking people to be creative, to bring in their own voice, and to be critical. So not just are you proposing what's in the book from a different, theoretical, from a particular theoretical viewpoint, but I'm asking you to be clever about it in the sense that I want you to be critical. And think about ways in which the different theories are, or the theories differ from each other on various points. For example, how do classical realists think about anarchy? How do constructivists think about anarchy? How do classical realists think about states? And how do new realists think about states? So let's think about these various ways. If you have any confusion, read the chapters carefully, listen to the lectures, and we will have some kind of discussion about this based on how students are answering. So with this, I'm going to sign off today, and I wish you the best.